Okay. Hello. Uh, okay. People in the chat, can you please say in the live chat if you can hear me or not? Because there keeps coming up a Wi-Fi signal on my end.
I mean, I can hear you reasonably well on my end. I think we're good.
All right. Well then, I'll start. Right. Hello, Dragon Critic, and
What, is it my cue? Hi, I'm Zach.
that's how you're gonna go. Wait, is it my cue?
Sure, why not? Is it my cue? I don't know. I'm really tired.
Yes.
Tomorrow's daylight
Hi.
savings time day. It's gonna get even worse. So,
Oh.
yeah, goodbye an hour of
Hmm.
sleep.
It'd be like, oh, hi everyone, my name's Lee, and I'm with. Wait, is it my turn?
You need to prepare me
Okay.
better for these, okay?
All
Yes, I
right.
know my hair is long.
Okay.
I haven't had a haircut since August.
Fair enough. Don't worry, I know how you feel. Okay, so hello everyone, and welcome back to Talk About Show. I hope you guys can hear me just fine. This is going to be an interesting podcast. We're going to be talking about a show, upcoming movie, and three movies. Zach, don't be cheeky. Um,
It's hard. It's not mirrored.
yeah, Drew. Right. So today we're going to start off with the first topic, which is the Queen's Gambit. Then we're going to talk about Spider-Man 3, or in other words, now it's called Spider-Man No Way Home, or as I used to call it, Spider-Man 3.2, and a good old classic, Kung Panda. Right. So here we go. We're going to start off with the Queen's Gambit. There should be other people coming in. I think Joe should be coming in. Indominus said he'll come in. He just has to do. He's just going for a walk. Um, and then yeah, so that's pretty much it. So let's start off with our first topic. The Queen's Gambit. So I'll give a little. I'll go first if that's okay with Zach, and then I'll hand the mic on to Zach because we're the only ones here
Sure. Yeah.
at the moment. So I don't have a lot to say about it for a review. It's much more something I can, like I can have a conversation about rather than make a review. But Queen's Gambit, it all started on Christmas Eve 2020. Zach was texting me and he told me about a show and he told me it was worth a watch. And I then said, well, you know what? I'm looking for something. You okay?
I'm fine. My camera's having a problem.
Oh, will I continue
Okay.
speaking or?
Yeah, go for it.
All
This is on
right.
my end.
And Zach was telling me about this show that was absolutely fantastic. So I took his word for it, and I said, "Well, you know what? I'm looking for something new to watch on Netflix." So I decided to give it a watch, and I thought it was pretty solid. It is a very, very well made show and very well directed. It's worth a watch actually as well. So if you're looking for something that's more adult, if that's the right word, but more, just very mature. It's worth a watch. Like it's good. Story was interesting. It was a little darker than I thought it was going to be. It went into a lot of good directions. It was well written. It was executed well. The characters were good. The main character's got a good character arc. The acting is very good. Um, what else do I think about? I do think the pacing. It's not terrible pacing. I just think the episodes are very very long. That like the ones that are on for 40 minutes, they don't feel like 40 minutes. They feel like an hour. So I'm just saying, if you're gonna watch it, you'll be sitting there for quite a while. Oh wait, okay, I should be. Uh, hopefully you guys can still hear me. But for what it was, I thought it was a pretty good series. I thought it was enjoyable. It was well written, an all right soundtrack. But I'm just saying, if you're gonna watch it, the episodes are quite long. But it was good. Like I enjoyed it, and I'm very happy that Zach told me about it because I was looking for something, live action to watch on Netflix. I'm not like a horror person, so I wouldn't watch like like head being chopped off. I just wouldn't watch it. Um, but I was looking for I was wanting to try at least branch out because me getting older. That's why I started another show on Netflix, which I actually finished the first season of Cobra Kai, which I'll give my thoughts on that someday in the future. But no, I have to give big. Yeah, that kind of gives my thoughts. But I'll get to Cobra Kai in another day. But no, I have to give a big thank you to Zach for telling me about the Queen's Gambit, as I didn't really know a lot about it. Um, and after I finished it, I decided to watch the behind the scenes, and I thought it was entertaining. It was good, and it was an entertaining show. Like, I mean, it's a little slow. I wouldn't. Well, maybe not slow. It just takes itself quite seriously. But I mean, it is rated 15, so what do I expect? Um, but no, I enjoyed it a lot. I thought it was pretty well made. It's very solid. I really enjoyed it. It's worth a watch, and I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. So Zach, since you're the one that told me about it, give us your thoughts on the Queen's Gambit.
So I've been hearing about this from family members for a while before I saw it. So in my family, since the beginning of the pandemic, we've been doing about once a month a Zoom with all of the extended family, so like my uncles and stuff. Um, and my uncle Cliff actually mentioned it to me as, "Hey, I watched this show. It was really good. You should have a watch." So I kind of stored it away for later. And then over winter break, I had a lot of time to fill, so I was catching up on shows that had been recommended to me, and this was one of them. And I came away thinking, "Wow, this is probably some of the best TV I've seen this year." It's it's hard to I should have taken notes. This was like 2 months ago I watched it, but I found it to be very interesting. The characters are fantastic. You grow to care about these people. There's the right amount of tension and emotional stuffs, and it's just really good TV. So if you have Netflix and you have a couple of nights to fill, it's how many episodes again? I think it's 7 episodes. The average probably an hour each, maybe a little bit less. So the sound is laggy. What? Audio? Blue snowball. Hello? That might be on your end. I've got an Ethernet cable running off this thing now. You can actually see it over the around the door because masking tape. Anyway, um, so where was I? If you got a couple of free nights to fill, I watched it over the course of like 2 days because it was winter break and I had nothing going on. But like you do an episode a night, this is a show that is definitely worth watching. Yes, it does cover some more mature themes. There's stuff about abuse, about drug addiction, alcoholism, stuff like that. So it does get pretty dark at times, but the overall, it's just a solid recommendation. One of the best shows I've seen in the last year. Oh God, it's my webcam dying again. Yep. Good time for me to finish my. God, I hate this webcam. Okay. And Lee's here, so I have to keep ad-libbing while I try to fix my stupid webcam. Come on. I've had this webcam for years. The cable on the back's a bit but it still works for the most part. So I haven't replaced it yet. But maybe it's time. So, Oh, more people. And it works again. There we go.
Hello?
Sorry. Hi.
Hang on.
Wait, why are there two of you?
There seems to be a bit of an issue. I might need to. Can you still hear me?
Yes.
Right. There seems to be a bit of an issue with the laptop. As I was checking I checked the video and the sound is working fine. I think it's just my computer.
Huh. All right. Well,
Right. So, um,
I just finished
but
giving it a
nah,
solid recommendation.
for
It's a
Queen's
really good
Gambit.
show.
Yeah, no, you're right to. It is very, very, very good. It's not like my favorite TV show, but like it's worth a watch. Like, I don't know if I'd watch it
Definitely.
again. If I'm being honest, but like, I wouldn't mind to watch it again. But I think it's pretty good. It's a pretty damn solid series. In your eyes, Zach, do you think the end of the finale kind of leaves it open, like it's open ended?
I'm having to check the Wikipedia real quick because it's been 2 months since I watched this, or almost
You
3
shouldn't be
months, I guess.
trusting Wikipedia, Zach.
Wikipedia is, in general, a good source as long as you double check, and this is just to jog my memory.
Don't you? I remember in class one day we were given work, and then the teacher told us, "Do not use Wikipedia to check stuff as they could be wrong."
See, the trick with Wikipedia, you look at the article, and then you look at whatever that article cited, and then you use those citations. So it's a good way to aggregate sources.
That's true. That is
But anyway,
true.
I just think it was. I mean, it tells a complete story. It could go open for more, but she's kind of found a resolution. She's kind of
Yeah, the story's wrapped up.
yeah. So I don't know, to be honest.
Yeah. I just think like the way it ends. Like, I don't want to give spoilers because we want because it's good. We want people
It's
to
good.
we obviously
Watch it.
yeah no watch it like definitely it's very good. It may not be my kind of show, but I am glad I watched it. Like again, I'm glad I gave it a chance. So yeah, and thank you very much, Zach, for telling me about it because it is very, very good. I actually was thinking of you a lot when I was watching it mainly because you were the one that told me about it.
Fair enough. Yeah. No, it's
Hang on, I'll see if Joseph's coming.
oh good, more people. Sorry, I say that I said that and it sounded sarcastic. It's not. It's just my voice. Da, da, da. I'm not wearing my watch right now, so why am I looking at my wrist? There you go.
But yeah, no, like it is good, and Beth is good. She's a good main protagonist, and I like the relationships.
Yeah.
Oh,
She's
hang on,
got a
I just
very
sent
good
a
arc.
message to. Yes, it's engaging. Yeah, no, Joe said he doesn't really feel like joining. That's absolutely.
Oh good.
I'll
Okay.
just say that's absolutely fine.
All right.
But yeah, no,
So
yeah, that's kind of all we got to say on the Queen's Gambit. I don't think because Joe said he won't be joining. Cena. Hang on. But yeah, no, he come in soon. So yeah. But
okay
yeah,
then.
no, it's worth a watch. Yeah, it is worth a watch. Okay,
Definitely.
so we go on to the next topic. Actually, what do you rate it, Zach? The Queen's Gambit, because I'd give it an 8.
Oh boy. There's if you just ask me and I don't think about it, it's a 10. It's fantastic bit of TV. If I start to think about it a bit more, it's somewhere in between 9 and 10. It's a really, really, really good show.
Yeah,
Actually,
you love it.
yeah,
You binge watch it for
you know,
hours.
well, yeah, I mean, I jammed through it in a day and a half, I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
But
well, that makes
like,
sense.
it's a fantastic TV show, up there with some of the best shows I've seen.
Mm. It is very
Somewhere
good.
between 9 and 10. It's a very, very good
Yeah.
show.
Have you seen Jeremy John's review of it? Because he actually reviewed it.
I have not. No, I watched it cold based off of the recommendation of family members. I hadn't seen any reviews or anything beforehand.
All right, okay, so we have another guest.
Okay.
Hello.
Hey, Lee, can you do the one with it's the 3 widescreen boxes instead of me
Oh
having
yeah,
that
of
much room
course.
to move around in?
Absolutely. Hang on, I should be able to put that in there.
Not
Oh
that
wait,
one.
what?
No,
Oh my
that's
god.
not needed.
Life of Streamlabs, powered by Streamlabs, and something else
They
from
really want to
Streamlabs.
make people aware we're using Streamlabs. This show not sponsored by Streamlabs. Streamlabs, it's a thing. Lee
Oh
will
my
figure out
god,
the button eventually.
Indominus looks like an adult there. Take that as a compliment.
It's the stubble.
Look, I just need a shave. That's it.
Oh god.
I shaved the
on,
other
wait.
night in preparation for this.
To be honest, I completely forgot about this morning.
I haven't
so
done
good.
anything about my hair. My hair is terrible because
I'm on my hang on. I had to turn off the computer and now I have to restart it and I'm using my phone.
Okay, so do you have the button to make it 3 boxes or not?
Yeah, no, I'm trying to. I don't think I can do that on the
You
phone.
can't even see my shrug. I can move from here. You can't even see my whole TV.
TV.
Oh, that
there
was
we
me.
It's your live stream.
Oh,
Hey,
no.
it's me. Hello.
Okay, technical difficulty. I'm still not wearing my watch. Why do I keep looking at my wrist?
Oh,
Let me just put on my watch for next time.
Oh
Hey,
god.
watch it.
Right. I'm trying my best to get the.
You must have the button somewhere.
I don't
Don't
think
make
I can
it done.
get it.
Exists. You've done it before. You did it earlier before you hit live.
Yeah,
The
that was
button
because I was on the
exists.
computer. Hang on, layout.
God.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Hey!
There we go.
I prefer this view, to be honest. Then you
Yeah,
don't have to
it's
look at
much
my
more
ugly
better.
mug so close.
Oh god. All right.
We can move
We just
now.
finished. We just finished talking about the Queen's Gambit. You haven't seen it though, have you, Indominus?
No, I haven't.
Watch it.
Well-
It's good.
I'll put it on my list.
It's on Netflix. Right. Hang on, I'll try to get the computer
Of course,
up
it's
and
on
running.
Netflix. Of course, it's on Netflix. It's a Netflix exclusive.
Oh
Yeah.
yes. Somehow, but the Netflix originals are always going to be on Netflix. Oh, they're not. They're on YouTube.
Well, actually, what's interesting, Cobra Kai is claiming to be a Netflix exclusive. The first 2 seasons were YouTube Premium.
Yes,
Yeah, I heard about that,
I-
actually.
I just love how when it was only on YouTube Premium, nobody cared. But as soon as it went to Netflix, it's automatically the hottest show in the world.
I mean, to be fair,
I'd
I watched
say
it.
that
It's
happened.
good.
That would probably happen with WandaVision.
I mean, I have YouTube Premium just because I'm allergic to ads, and it's worth some. I love the background playback and the downloading, but I watch YouTube so much that it's worth what works out to about 30 cents a day to never see YouTube ads. I get more than 30 cents of YouTube a day out of my money, like just watching it. So
Dude,
Mm.
there is no point because there's already advertising already inputted into the video with sponsors.
yes, but I can do this and skip advertising in a video. I can't do that with the pre-rolls.
Good point.
And also, AdBlock doesn't work on my phone, but even though it works on the computer. So, and I do, but it's worth it to me. What can I say? The premium thing. I haven't seen a YouTube ad in years, and it's been lovely.
I wish we could all have that luxury.
It's where the hell is my wallet? I can't. It's easy. You just use one of these.
I don't want to give YouTube any more money. They don't deserve it.
I don't know. Anyway, is Lee working yet? No.
I think Lee's broken again.
Oh, he's okay.
Hey, it's only two of
It's
us
our
now.
show. Okay, so now we talk
Hello?
back about Lee, right? I'm kidding, Lee. Wait. He'll figure it out eventually. Maybe. Oh, wait, now we're...
Faces and it just
This is worse.
intensifies.
He's gone, and he made it worse. Wait, no, Lee, we're...
There we go.
I'm small again. There we go. Thank you.
Sorry.
I prefer this view.
Okay, here we go.
You can tell
Right,
it's been a while since
so-
we've done one of these.
Yes.
Yeah. Because we don't remember. Oh, God.
You should just rename this live stream to technical difficulties.
That already exists. It's from Tom Scott, and it's very good.
The technical difficulty
difficulties.
show.
It's a really good. It's a they do or they did a kind of Wikipedia Trivial Pursuit kind of thing. It's a really good show, and it's like 30 episodes that I've seen it like 4 times. Yeah, Tom Scott, look him up.
I've heard of him.
Okay.
I might be
So-
subscribed to him.
Right. So, next topic.
All right.
I like how we all
Spider-Man: No
just
Way
take a
Home
segment.
predictions.
I like how we all just take a segment to drink our water.
Sure. Yes, water. It's needed.
Hydration.
Drink. Coke.
Where are we going now? I think it's the second one. That.
All right. Yeah. Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Does whatever a spider can. Spins the web
No.
and he strikes. Okay. Spider-Man.
Did you just say
Way
any
Home
Shrek?
predictions? So. No. Spider-Man: No
We're
Way
both
Home
just
predictions.
confused. Or I need to alternate my direction of movement. Non-mirrored video is weird. Okay, let's keep going. My one complaint about the Spider-Man so
Right.
far is
So-
they're being lazy and reusing one of the words in the name.
Spider.
They've had no.
Oh, hang on.
home.
Before we get to Spider-Man,
They have 2 of
Mitchell-
them where the 3-word title ends in home.
I think that's the point.
I mean, no, but
Hang on.
I haven't done that with any of the
Mitchell
others.
asks,
Have they?
"What's
Any of-
Zach's favorite?" Zach,
What?
Zach, Mitchell has a
Check the
question
chat.
for you in the live chat.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't played
Yeah.
Watch Dogs in like 2 years.
People's internet history.
What? Oh, no. Actually, I think it was
Okay.
the money. I like stealing people's money. Don't take that out of
Good
context.
to know.
Please. I'm talking about a video game.
Oh yeah, a video
Right.
game. That's what they all
Um,
say. Say that to the judge.
All right. So, all right. So, Spider-Man: No Way Home. So, Zach, you were saying about Spider-Man?
Yeah. They've hang on. I'm looking. They've just mashed up the titles of the last 2. They took Home from Homecoming. Sorry, Home's in all of them. They keep using Home. Use a different word.
That's the point.
None of the other MCU movies have done this. I'm looking
It's
at the
a home
Wikipedia page
trilogy.
right now.
The homemade
3.
trilogy.
There have been 3 different Spider-Man franchises.
Okay, yeah,
Hey.
but there's so Avengers. They had a completely unique title for all 4 movies. There's 4, right? Am I
Yes.
okay?
Yeah,
they had a
4,
completely
yeah.
different title. 4. They have a completely different title for all of them. Iron Man. They just number them. That's a bit lazy, but okay. What else is there? Guardians of the Galaxy also numbers. Captain America. They've had a unique name.
Volume, actually.
But Spider-Man. No, everything's Home. This
I
bugs me. It's lazy.
There actually might be a reason here. Because the Sam Raimi movies are known as the Raimi trilogy. the Andrew Garfield movies are known as the Amazing movies or something. So therefore, the Marvel Spider-Man
Amazing duology.
movies. So then, rather than just being called the MCU Spider-Man, they'd probably rather people call it the Home Spider-Man or something.
Yes, but
Homemade
also,
Spider-Man.
I feel like they could have done a better job with the naming.
Fair enough, I
seen the
can see
trailer.
that.
I haven't read anything about this movie. I'm just annoyed at the laziness of the name.
I don't think there is
It's
no
probably
trailer.
going to be a good film. It's going to be a good film. The other two movies were good films. I'll probably see it in theaters because my sister really likes these. But it's it's going to be a probably okay to very good, somewhere in that range, MCU movie.
I might not see
What
it.
about you,
because,
Indominus?
I'm neutral on it. From what I've heard, it sounds fine. To be honest, I'm not that big of a Spider-Man fan, but I might not end up. You
How
already
dare
know
you.
this.
I'm only
You already
joking.
know.
I'm joking.
You've known this for you've known this for a long time, Lee. So
I'm joking. I know.
I know you are. You've said that 4 times now. So
No, I didn't. I said it only like twice.
So, as I was saying, I might not end up seeing it because I'm not really that interested in the future of the MCU. But I might just
Well,
because of
people
the
aren't.
end of Homecoming. I mean, Far From Home.
Exactly. You just proved my point.
Excuse me.
The names are not distinct.
You have me there.
I'm an
Hang on,
idiot.
there's
and I
a
could
comment
probably
in the
name
live
these
chat.
films better.
Personally, hang on. We got a question in the live chat.
Hang on.
Personally, releasing Spider-Man Far From Home in December is outrageous idea.
No way home.
Shut up.
Are
Personally
they
rather release in September or something.
2021 movies. I'm wondering what else
September
is
wouldn't be
coming
too
out
bad,
this year.
to be fair.
Like this year's weird. For movies, so I'm wondering-
Wait, hold on. Did this person mean 2022?
2021.
Because if they really meant that, does it really make that big of a difference if it's released a month earlier?
I think, in my eyes, I think like the reason why they're going for the Chris release and Rock is because one, they had to delay production, I believe.
Yeah.
Because of the corona, which was last year.
COVID.
But yeah, a lot of things were delayed because of the COVID. I think I don't mind it coming out in December. I can understand the reasons, and it'll be worth the wait. I'm sure. I have a good feeling it'll be worth the wait. The screenshots are really giving me Dino Thunder vibes, mainly because it's 3 teenagers.
Everything
one of the
gives you Dino
shots.
Thunder vibes. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
but
Horror
one of
movie,
the shots.
Dino Thunder. Action movie, Dino Thunder. Cartoon, Dino Thunder.
Is it because it's characters on a screen?
Adult movie, Dino Thunder.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
I wasn't gonna say it, but I'm glad someone did.
No, but it's the reason I say that. One of the screenshots is actually nearly identical to a shot of Connor, Kira, and Ethan. I'm not joking.
Huh.
It actually is nearly
Yes,
identical.
that group shot of them.
Yeah, using the computer.
Okay. While on about, I've already forgotten the name of this movie. No Way Home. Okay.
No way
As
home.
for-
I
as
think
for-
it's not a bad title.
Spider-Man
It's
3.
so
Please,
hard
I'm
to think
speaking.
about it.
Please, I'm speaking. I've
Go
got
for it.
Okay.
I've got one major problem with this movie. It only started filming like late last year, which only gives them a year of production.
That's a
That
friggin' short time frame.
But I'm really worried about the CG
Yeah, but look at
artists.
the other two movies.
I'm absolutely fearing for the CGI artists. I feel so sorry for them.
Oh god, it's gonna be just crunch for
Mm.
like 6 months.
Exactly.
That's gonna suck.
That's true.
No, I just
I don't know.
I'm now imagining
Wait,
somebody with a fire
if it's gonna
extinguisher trying to
be,
keep
I
the
think
server
like with
farm
a,
running. The render farm. He's just there with a fire extinguisher ready.
I think I think what seems to me about No Way Home's production is that you bring up a good point. I think like I don't know. I think you kind of have to with these kind of movies. You kind of have to trust the crew with this because they know what they're doing. But I don't know. Like we're just gonna have to wait and see. I say we'll get a trailer in the summer. I can definitely see a trailer being released in July. I
wouldn't-
love the first two
I-
films. I adore them. I adore Homecoming. I adore Far From Home. I adore Far From Home. I'm going to give a controversial. Out of the MCU movies in 2019, I think Far From Home was the best of the three.
There was 3.
Yeah, Captain Marvel,
What?
Endgame,
Oh, yeah.
and Far From Home.
I keep on forgetting that Captain Marvel even happened.
But I think like Far From Home is a movie I adore, so I'm really hoping No Way Home is just as good. I hope they bring back Mr. Dell. That you remember the teacher from Far From Home?
That
I know.
dude, vaguely. He's a guy.
Well, I hope.
He's a human.
I think
Yes. Well, I mean, you can't assume that in the MCU. Guardians of the Galaxy exists. Not everyone's human.
I hope.
Go for it, Lee.
I I think it's going to be a great movie. I'm really excited to see it. I'm probably going to be really hyped to see it when the trailers are out and when it comes out in the cinema. Because I saw Far From Home 3 times in cinemas. Once on my own, went to see it with my friend, and went to see it with my older brother. I went to actually fun fact, I went to see Homecoming with my older brother as well. I'm intrigued to see it. I think this is going to be Tom Holland's last film in the MCU, so I hope it's a good conclusive wrap up for him. I'm curious to see what the plot's about. I'm thinking, like judging. I don't think it'll be as fun as Far From Home because Far From Home was a movie about a summer vacation, and it came out in the perfect time. Like summer 2019 was the perfect time to release it. And whenever I watch Far From Home, the pacing, the storyline, the characters, the humor, especially, I always get that sense of fun summer vibe. So I hope at least I get the same sort of way home. I don't know, like Far From Home is my favorite live action movie of all time. And it's my second favorite Spider-Man movie. I think I'm just really damn excited to see No Way Home. Like, for me, what I think the plot is going to be about. Actually, you know what? I'm going to zip my mouth. I'm going to put Indominus. What do you predict the story is going to be?
You're asking the guy who doesn't care about Spider-Man to predict the next Spider-Man.
I predict.
Sorry.
I predict Spider-Man will swing from webs. I predict he'll fight. I predict he'll fight a villain, and I predict the movie will end.
You know what?
And
I
have a
kind of
beginning.
agree with you there. You might be onto something.
Pitch meeting for Spider-Man No Way Home. I think the movie should Spider-Man swings from webs. He should fight a villain, and the movie ends.
Yeah,
Perfect
that's-
idea.
That's just.
Now,
except for
where's the
web
story?
I I
Who
don't know.
needs
We'll
one?
figure it out as we go.
I think one thing that I find really interesting. Actually, all right, I've asked Indominus, so Indominus got a share. Thank you. We're going to use that plot. So, Zach, what do you predict the story is going to be? What's your predictions for the plot?
I'm gonna predict based off of the title that there's some circumstance that prevents him from going back to New York. Like, I don't know, the government doesn't like him or something. And there's
just
like all
about
sorts of international effery and maybe throw an Interpol or something. I don't know. So so he gets stuck in Mexico and then has to cross the border illegally.
Out of anywhere. Why would he be stuck in Mexico?
Because it's close to the U.S. but
Landscapes
not
in
the
Far
U.S.
From Home are really good.
Okay, fine. Bahamas. I don't know. He's stuck on the British Virgin Islands.
He gets stuck at sea.
He's stuck on a cruise ship like the beginning of the pandemic.
Imagine
Just
so close.
Tom Holland with like a martini or something, just on a cruise ship.
And then we get the remake of Castaway with
Hang
Tom
on, just
Holland.
checking the right video. Oh, that's your prediction, Zach?
Yeah, Tom Holland on a cruise ship, just enjoying his vacation.
That's out of
It's as good a guess as any.
Okay. Hang on, let me just go to my account. See if this is still working. Excuse me.
Well, since are we done with this topic? Because if we are, I've got a good interjection. That's a bit of an amazing news. Are we done with this topic?
Well, not yet. I have to give my
Okay.
prediction.
I'll save my amazing news.
Right. Okay. My prediction for the plot. The trio is gonna have more of a bond. Peter, MJ, and Ned. I think Peter will be a hero.
You think he's Spider-Man?
Oh my god. I think the villain. I'd say it's probably going to be the villain that we saw in the post-credit scene for Spider-Man: Homecoming.
But there wasn't
yeah,
a villain.
Scene where Vulture is in the prison, and
Oh,
he meets a bad guy.
Homecoming, not Far From Home. Sorry.
Homecoming, yeah. I think he's probably going to be in it. But yeah,
Wait,
have you heard about the Tobey Maguire movie coming back?
Yeah, I doubt that.
Yeah, I can't see that happening.
Just imagine it.
We're gonna have to
being-
wait and see.
Just imagine it being like Quicksilver in WandaVision. He shows up. Everybody
I haven't
believes
seen
him.
WandaVision.
Who cares? I'm going to say it anyway. So, people at first believe it's Tobey Maguire playing Spider-Man,
I'm
but
checking
no,
this out. I haven't seen it, and I don't want spoilers. I took out my headphone.
but no. It turns out.
Wave to me when you're done with spoilers.
Let me speak. But no, it turns
What?
out just. It doesn't matter. It's not funny.
I seriously do. I want to see that show. It's on my list. So, Wave, do this when you're done with
Yeah, I want
spoilers.
to see
I'm
it
gonna.
too.
There's no point. I'm not saying it anymore.
Yeah,
What?
I've been hearing really good things
I
about
am
WandaVision.
not saying it anymore.
Okay, we're good.
It's not worth it.
All right.
You know,
That's a
Indominus
mess.
kind of looks like that guy from the Queen's Gambit.
What?
What?
Which
He looks
guy?
like one of them.
There's
the
like
one that-
14 of them.
The one that liked Beth.
Which one? There's like 3 of those.
I don't know. I'll try to get a picture later.
This isn't helping. It's like,
Plot
oh yeah, the
twist.
guy. Which one? Oh, the guy you like that. Which one?
Which one?
The guy with brown hair. Which one?
Plot twist. It turns out I'm
I'll
an
try and look
actor.
for a photo. Hang on. Yeah, it's connected to Wi-Fi. Well, hang on. Spider-Man. Not Spider-Man. Queen's Gambit. Queen's Gambit cast. Wait, see if I can get.
Yes, Queen's Gambit, my favorite Marvel movie.
Huh. So it's this great
This guy.
channel just discovered today. What?
No, I don't.
I
I
don't
was
even know.
originally thinking that because of the
I'm
beard.
drawing a blank.
He looks
on
like
who that
Zack
guy-
more than me.
Yes,
Oh, here's
white
a better
guy, brown
picture.
hair,
Wait.
looks like Zach.
I mean, out of anybody here, he probably looks like Lee. What?
Oh, that guy.
He has a mustache.
Still doesn't. Don't worry, I
I
can't grow
don't know.
facial hair.
Oh,
Anyways,
well, yeah, no, that's kind of it for my Spider-Man No Way Home prediction. I think I don't really have that many predictions for the story. I just think it's going to be
Things
about the
will
three.
happen.
Yeah. Peter's going to become the hero. There's going to be a new villain. I doubt Tobey Maguire's going to come back, but we just got to wait and see.
these are some
yeah.
world-class predictions.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
The
there's
Movie
gonna be a
critic,
villain.
everybody.
There's gonna be a villain in a superhero movie, and the superhero is gonna be the hero.
Guys, have you heard? In the new monster movie, there's going to be a monster.
God, it's probably easier than I thought. I should start writing a movie.
Oh, that's so funny.
Hey guys, have you heard? In the new John Wick movie, there's going to be John Wick.
I'm looking forward to John Wick 4.
Same here.
I've never
Those are
even
good
seen
films.
the other three movies.
See 'em, watch them. They're good.
Okay,
So
right.
do we have
We're
time for
kind of
my?
finished with
I have some. Before we get to the main event, I have some
Right.
absolutely amazing news. Can I
Go
share?
on.
Minions 2 has been delayed to 2022.
Get it!
I did it! My review.
Oh, cruel person, Zach. People are looking forward to seeing it.
Are they? I have
Yeah, kids.
You
I
sure?
this movie.
I don't even know
less good
why they're
news,
delaying it.
because their studio in France has been closed and people are working from home because of the pandemic.
But why don't
But
they
I
just
just
release
pref-
on like a streaming service?
Because nobody cares about the universal streaming service.
No,
Oh,
I'm streaming services. It's like there's one good show on each of them, and then if you do it legit, you got to sign up for like 14 different services to watch the one good show on each of them.
I mean, Disney Plus has 4. HBO Max has a few things coming out.
I think it's worse in the U.S. because we've got all of the big U.S. TV channels trying to start their own. Like I think ABC has one, CBS has one.
Are you serious?
Yeah, there's CBS All Access. Yeah, that's how you watch Star Trek Discovery. If you don't pirate it, you get CBS All Access for another $15 a month.
Who would want to buy that?
hmm.
Not
Right.
me. I'll put it that way. Not me.
So I guess we're finished. Oh wait, Joss wants to join. Oh, he
Oh,
decides to join.
Surprise!
He
I
didn't
feel
even. He
surprised.
just
Hello.
texted me earlier. Are you okay if I join next week? No, he just comes in. Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
But yeah, on
Alright,
sad
so,
news,
Joss,
Boss
how are
Baby
you
2 has not
today?
been delayed. Boss Baby 2 is still coming out in 2021.
Oh,
When is that
Yep,
meant to be coming
September.
out?
And
Boss,
also- Me-
September 17th.
Why?
And also,
Because
Minions 2 is
stupid kids will take their parents there and it will make money.
and also Minions 2 is actually delayed the next year, July
I
1st.
Yeah,
heard
Zach
that.
just
It's the
said
best
that.
news.
We're so happy.
I'm not. I'm heartbroken.
I'm resisting the urge to flip off.
Oh no, my
Minions.
heart's broken. Minions 2 got delayed.
Oh, the horror!
Oh no,
It'll have to wait
Illumination
till next
won't
year
make
to
another
make another
$1
billion
billion.
dollars. It hurts me so much that Minions made $1.1 billion.
Same.
Yeah, well, Sing 2 will be still in 2021 movie. So, well, the end of the year.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Oh god, I just realized Boss Baby 2 will probably get nominated for Best Animated Feature next year.
No, wait. 2020. No, Raya and the Last Dragon is 2021. That's
Yeah.
and,
And so
there's
yeah,
probably
and
going to be something Pixar by the end of the year.
Luca.
That one. yeah.
so that's 2 out of 4.
Yes, and okay, no film critic sitting in the whoever nominates this crap is gonna. Oh, I know the most revolutionary, the most interesting, the one that had made the most commentary and all that. The most revolutionary animated film of the year is Boss Baby.
Dude,
No.
Shark Tale got nominated back in 2004. They don't
Yeah, but
care.
nominated doesn't mean anything. Nominated is we need to nominate 5 movies. Oh, there's only that one. Sure.
Mm.
But yeah,
All right. So
if Boss Baby
Before
2
we get
wins
to the
any
main
awards,
event- before we get to the main event,
Best
I have
original
some questions for
screenplay.
Jules.
Boss Baby 2.
I would jump out of a window. I will eat this instruction manual for a CPU cooler.
Oh,
If it wins, not if it gets nominated, because nomination is, doesn't really matter. If it wins, like, best something, I probably won't do anything anyway, because I don't feel like eating a book that includes staples.
You might get him stuck in your
All right.
teeth.
So Jose,
I was thinking more
I have
my
a
throat
question
and then
for
bleeding
you.
to death.
yeah, what is it? What's the
So
question?
Jose, would you like to give your thoughts on Quinn's Gambit if you've seen it? And would you like to give your predictions for the next Spider-Man?
I haven't seen the show, The Queen. Once again, The Queen Gambit?
Queen's Gambit.
Queen's Gambit.
Yep, I haven't seen it, but I actually heard the show. Yeah. And as
Wait, wait,
Spider-Man,
wait.
though,
Is Queen's Gambit a show or a movie?
It's a mini-series.
It's a
It's
show.
like 7
Show.
episodes.
on Netflix.
Please go on, Jonesy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
Go on,
yeah.
you can
Oh, wait.
continue.
Continue. Okay, there's actually that silence here.
What are your
Wait.
thoughts on the new Spider-Man movie so far?
Oh, okay. I'm actually excited. for
Would you
this
like to give your
new one.
predictions?
Go on.
Well,
And what are your
It's a
predictions
lot,
for the
so-
plot?
that's kind of confused, but it will be like more action, like
There's Jose.
more action scene, and of course it's Marvel.
Alright.
So yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah.
All right.
Wait
So-
a minute. Hold on.
We go on to the main event.
Hold on.
Hold on,
Are
what?
Are the Oscar nominations going to be released on Monday?
Yeah,
I
the 2021.
Don't-
It's actually March 15.
Oh! Okay, hang on. Let me look for animated? Oh, wait, that's short film. What the... Oh, what? Oh, it's the short list of
Zach,
9
you have a
categories.
question.
Yes?
You have a question.
Yeah,
from
it's
the
something
live
about
chat.
that movie he's been on about for a while. Okay, I'm sorry I called it a Hallmark movie. I'm sorry. It was an assumption based off of the title and based off of knowledge of other Hallmark movie titles. It sounded something like you would find as a
Okay,
generic Hallmark
we all
Christmas
make
movie.
mistakes.
So I made a jump that was unnecessary. My bad.
Okay.
That's why you shouldn't make assumptions.
Assumptions are fun.
I love deception.
I mean,
All
I
right,
know to assume
so-
makes an ass out of you and me, but still.
Okay, we've got the two little topics out of the way. It's time to talk about
We're 50
The
minutes
movie.
in. You call those little?
We're 50 minutes in and we're getting on to our main topic.
Okay, main topic time. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
10 hours
Right.
long.
I've been hiding it from
Hang
my
on.
head. Oh, that way.
Alright, right. Okay. In 3, it's time to talk about a movie that came out all the way back 2008. Stars a bunch of animals. Zach White, we don't need to see your TV.
I was trying to turn down my screen brightness on the TV so you could see the image better, but it's not working. That
Huh?
button usually lets me turn down the brightness, but it's not, so oh well.
That's cool though.
Go on then.
Right. 2008. It's a classic. Well, I think it's a classic. The original Kung Fu Panda.
Madagascar!
The first one was okay.
Or Shrek.
I
Or
actually quite
Shrek.
like the Madagascar movies.
They're all
Or
right.
Shrek.
Or How to
Shrek
Train Your
was
Dragon.
Shrek was released in 2000.
What? I thought it was
I
a
know.
one.
2001.
Yeah.
Right.
2000
Anyway.
was
Kung
Chicken
Fu
Run.
Panda.
Yep.
Okay. I'll give my thoughts first. Then we'll take turns, right? The first Kung Fu Panda. Kung Fu Panda 1, I think, is actually a classic. I'm not just saying that. I believe that it's a classic. The storyline. It's very similar approach to How to Train Your Dragon. And what I mean by that? It took a cliche storyline, but the execution is fantastic. The storyline is phenomenal. It is a phenomenal told story, but the main thing that makes it so great is the tone. The action.
Wait.
emotion.
Hold on. Was Wall-E released the same year as Kung Fu Panda?
Yes, it lost the Academy
Yes.
Award for Best Animated Feature to WALL-E.
Uh,
WALL-E's a really good film. It's still you watch it and you just can't help smiling the entire time.
Wall-E is my favorite Pixar movie.
It's a very good movie.
Go
It is
on
very
then,
good.
Panda.
Right. Well, it did win the Golden Globe actually, so that's a positive win-win. But
Yes,
no,
the Golden Globes.
the tone of it is fantastic. The emotional moments, the action, the character development, the humor, the serious moments, the heart. It's perfectly balanced. It is perfectly balanced. It's such a well balanced story. It is the perfect family movie. Like, it is like a film for everyone. It actually is a film for everyone. It's just, as a family movie, it's a classic. It actually, while I do like the other two a little better, the first one alone is a classic. The pacing, I kind of think is very similar to the first How to Train Your Dragon, because the way it's the least action packed, but that doesn't mean anything. Like I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Like, pacing's great. The animation is beautiful. The soundtrack by Hans Zimmer and John Powell, big thumbs up. The characters, Poe is a wonderful main character. Shifu is awesome. Tigress is my favorite. The rest of the Furious Five are great.
Oh,
Mr.
I
King
wonder
is great.
why.
However, wait, what?
I wonder why Tigress is your favorite.
She's just awesome. Great character development.
What?
I mean, I'll give him that. She's objectively kind of badass. They are all objectively.
She
kinda
is
badass.
awesome, though.
Mhm.
As
And
someone's saying in
Heck
chat,
yeah,
the
you
action
should
sequences
pull
are
up the
phenomenal.
book.
this
and
is
the
a good
action
bit to
action's
yeah,
been
bit
quite good.
controversial.
Where
Why?
are we going?
Why is everybody talking at once?
Let's let Lee finish. Wait, that direction.
Right.
Go on then,
Alright.
Lee. What were you saying?
All right. I have a nitpick, right? Tai Long. Tai Long is good, great build up, great design, great voice acting, brilliant fighter, great payoff. I just feel something's missing with the character. I can't quite put my finger on it.
Same
He's
here.
just he's very I don't know if I feel he's lackluster villain. He's just very I don't know. Like I can't I think my biggest problem is his screen time. He's in the prison scene. We see him in prison. Okay, hang on. Wait, sorry. We see him in the flashback in the beginning when Shifu's worried about Tai Long escaping. We see him in the prison. Then we see the prison escape scene, which is a fantastic. We don't see him again until his fight with the Furious Five. We see him again with the fight with Shifu, which is an amazing fight scene, the darkest moment in the film because the stakes are so high. And he obviously has his final battle with Poe. But other than that, he's not really in the movie a whole lot. And I can't quite put my finger on it.
Well,
Joe,
I
are
would
you
say
okay?
it's-
I say my main problem with Tai Lung is his character motivations. Because if his motivations were more complex, because his motivations are really just like, ooh, I want to become the Dragon Warrior, but other than that, he doesn't really have any. The only reason why he's screaming, why?
That's kind of true.
Please, Liam speaking. The only reason
I'm
why
sorry.
the only reason why I believe he's yelling, "Are you proud of me?" in the fight scene with Shifu, is because he's trying to attack Shifu verbally and express his feelings.
I mean, in a way, it's his motivation. I would say is kind of revenge. He's been locked in this prison for what was it, 20 years? That's 20 years of his life wasted away lying there. That would
Yeah.
piss most people off. I
Yeah, but he literally attacked the entire Valley of Peace.
for a Valley of Peace. That
Oh, I forgot. There is
sure
the
seems
scene
a
with
lot
him
of
with
battles.
Shifu. Yeah. He's mostly just a fighter, really. He's not really a character. He's mostly just a fighter.
Well, I think he's on screen an appropriate amount of time, considering the main point of the first one is Poe's development. It's Poe figuring out who he is and what he is.
It's Poe's
And-
movie.
It's Poe's movie. Yeah, it's not the villain's movie. It's Poe's movie.
So therefore, it gives villains more of a chance to shine in the sequels because Poe has already developed. The audience already knows him.
Yeah,
Mm,
it's like
that's a good
if
point.
you're to compare it to How to Train Your Dragon, the first one focuses a lot more on Hiccup and Toothless and their relationship, and then the later ones,
Yeah.
there's more external stuff going on. But the first one is just
Yeah.
them getting to know each other. That's how you establish a story.
It's an origin story.
Yeah.
I just think, like, with Tai Lung, he doesn't, like... I don't know. I'm going to say it. I don't know if any of you guys have seen Legends of Awesomeness. I'm going to give a hot take. I think his nephew is a better character.
He has a nephew?
What?
Yes.
It's news to me. Breaking news.
No, there's an
I
episode
wanted
of
to-
Legends of Awesomeness
Wait,
where they reveal his
wait.
nephew.
Wait, hold on a second. By nephew, does this mean like Shifu's brother's son or Tai Lung's actual father's brother's son?
Probably actual.
Is he a panther?
No, he's a snow leopard.
Sorry, I meant snow leopard. In that case, yes, it's his actual family.
I'll get a picture up. The episodes are
keep on saying
called.
that.
He's in the episode Kung Fu Kid, Fu Panda, and Kung Fu Club. Let me get them for you.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
I just like how every single time I just like how every single time we just ignore the chat.
Oh yeah. No, it's here. That's about it.
That looks horrible.
I mean, he is pointing his phone at the webcam, but that might not be the only reason.
The animation.
Okay,
Well, yeah,
okay, so we have 2 questions in chat. Zach,
Yes.
what is your
Right.
favorite Quentin Tarantino movie?
What is he? What has he done? I don't pay super much attention to who's directing a movie. I just kind of let's see. His notable stuff. Have I seen any of
And
these?
yes, and yes, before Lee, this is relevant to Kung Fu Panda because Kung Fu Panda was originally inspired by Kill Bill, which is a Quentin Tarantino movie.
I have
Yeah.
seen the first half of Pulp Fiction.
Is that
That's
it?
about it.
I've heard of that one.
I'm scrolling through his list, and there's nothing else here that I've. Is. I mean,
Oh wait,
It
you
was
got
okay.
a comment in the live chat. I believe
I
he
do.
also seeks power after the Dragon Warrior is a prophecy. The Dragon Scroll grants the reader power, or so it was believed. Yeah, you could say that. I just think, I don't know. He just doesn't have much of a. He's not in it a lot. That's kind of my issue. But he's good. He's just not great in my eyes. But I have to admit, when he's going to Shifu, what I did to make you proud. Tell me how proud you are, Shifu. Tell me. The emotion behind it is incredible.
That's mainly because he has a really good voice actor.
Yeah,
That helps.
true. Well, all the voice actors in these movies are phenomenal.
I mean, it's rare you run into a bad voice actor in a movie. They usually don't hire those people if they're bad voice actors.
It's kind of subjective, really, to that. Who you think is a bad actor, who you think is a bad voice actor.
Not really.
It just really depends on how good their performance is because I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure that every single person alive could look towards Food Fight and say, "Oh yeah, those actors are giving a terrible performance."
Yeah, true. But no, other than that, I think the soundtrack on Kung Fu Panda is really, really good.
I have something to say here. The
Go on.
last time I watched Kung Fu Panda, to be honest, I wasn't really paying attention to the story because I spent the whole entire time just jazzing to the music. I was listening to the music. I was listening to the music in the background.
The beginning soundtrack is so good. Dun,
It's
dun,
phenomenal.
dun,
It's a really good
dun.
soundtrack. I mean, it's Hans Zimmer and
Yeah.
John Powell together. Of course, it's going to be good.
Oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. Legend tells of a legendary
My
warrior.
John Powell
It's so
obsession. I don't know if
good.
I've shown this before. This was $96.
Yes, yeah, sure.
Oh yeah, you told me
Official
about that.
scorebook.
And you know what? He deserves that money.
What?
No, but the
He
first
deserves that money.
True.
Yes, yes, he
He
does.
he needs to get more work.
Yeah, I mean,
You know what? What movie is he composing next?
I don't know. I think he might be taking time off or something.
I'm looking it up.
I am too. Let's see who looks it up first.
Hmm,
I typed
yeah.
in John Powell into Wikipedia.
Who
It was
has
like
the faster
15 million
Wi-Fi
John
connection?
Powells.
Okay. Apparently, it's a movie called Locked Down.
I've heard about that. That already
Oh.
came out, didn't it? It's an HBO thing.
it's
He's only
out.
doing a little bit of music for it.
Mm-hmm.
He did the Call of the Wild.
Which was last year.
Yeah,
Yeah, very good movie actually.
I haven't seen it somehow.
It just seems like that he just it seems like that he just does one movie every single year now.
Hmm.
I mean, hey,
No,
quality
but the
over
soundtrack
quantity.
and
Well, he spent last year releasing deluxe editions and very expensive score books. That was very expensive.
You have to watch. You
but the
have to
soundtrack
watch.
in the first movie. Sorry.
No, go on.
The soundtrack in the first movie is great. Like that beginning track, with the dun 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 dun. Oh, it's so
Oh,
good.
yeah.
And then
Uruguay
when
Ascends is a masterpiece.
yes,
I need to sit down and
yes.
listen through.
But Uruguay's
I-
legacy in the third movie is too.
Oh,
Actually,
yeah.
I'll share something.
Passing on the
these other day.
torch.
These are very expensive Sennheiser headphones. I need to sit down and listen to those soundtracks with these on. I'm
Oh my
as
God.
mother says, I am very good at spending money. And what she means by that is I'm good at spending a large amount of it in a short period of time. It's not a good trait. My wallet hurts.
Sure, don't worry. I spent a
have
good
no
chunk
wallet
of money on
anymore.
DVDs a while ago.
I mean, what else we can see? It's black, so you can't really see it. But right here, sitting here is my new server that I built.
Hmm.
That was expensive
Nice.
too. Everything I own is expensive.
Wait a minute. Jack Black was in Tropic Thunder?
What?
Yes, and so was Jay Baruchel.
Huh. I mean, it's easier to do, like, for voice acting roles, it's easier to, if you're in something else, because, voice acting doesn't require you to be on set. You sit down, you record a bunch of lines, and then you go do something else for a while, and then you come back, record a bunch more lines.
Well, there have been a few examples where they actually build a set and have all the voice actors on there, but Kung Fu Panda isn't one of those movies where it was done for.
No.
Mm.
Well, that's not typical, as far as I know.
Uruguay's
When you're
Ascends,
doing it
though,
like
is
that,
phenomenal.
it's something that involves mocap, is when you're building the whole set. When you actually are hiring them as an actor as well as voice actor and doing motion capture.
Mm.
But
No,
yeah,
but
so
Uruguay's Ascends, Indominus, like you said, Indominus, sorry,
There you go, you've
Is-
got it.
is really
this is why
good. Yeah,
don't
I
say your
agree.
names. I just
Just call
I
me
agree.
Doc.
It's
the guy in the
fantastic.
bottom. The guy in the bottom middle. The guy in the bottom middle is right. I agree with him here.
The guy with dinosaurs.
Yes, the guy with dinosaurs. The guy with the How to Train Your Dragon poster. The dude with a lot of money behind him. This was very expensive. All of this.
Where do you get that money from?
Unemployment checks. I lost my job due to COVID. I did lose my job.
You've probably made more money from unemployment checks than you'd actually make from work.
Yes, by a significant margin.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh, sorry, just a bit tired.
That's good, Lee. Anyways, so we all agree that Kung Fu Panda 1 is a fantastic movie.
Yes.
Yeah, but hang on, I want to finish up my thoughts.
Go for
Yeah,
it.
no, the soundtrack again is phenomenal. So it's a great family movie and it's fantastic. It is, in my opinion, it is the weakest, but I'll get to that later. I would say from an objective point of view, if I was looking at technically, I'd probably say it's second best. Well, I'm going to give it a 10. It's not perfect, no movie is, but still a fantastic
Even
movie.
though you're giving it a perfect score.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, but 10, you can have a few
I'm
nitpicks,
reluctant
though,
to hand
can't
out tens. It has to be a movie where I finish it and I'm just like, wow. I had that when I finished The Queen's Gambit. I ended that with a wow. Watching the first season of For All Mankind, that gave me a wow, but Kung Fu Panda doesn't give me a wow. It's still a very good movie. I go 8 or 9.
I never give out 10s because there can always be improvements.
True, okay, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, for me, an 8 is a very good score. An 8 is a very good movie. It takes a lot of effort to make a movie that good.
8 is
Yeah,
a really,
that's
really
true.
good movie.
Yeah.
Alright, so Zach, what do you think of Kung Fu Panda 1?
I really like it. I watched 1 and 2. I was like last weekend or something. Then I got really busy with stuff that I still haven't finished and need to start work on after this stream. So anyway,
Same here.
let's ignore college for a second. That's what I've been doing for too long, and it's hurting. Anyway, so I watched the first two, and the first like last week. The first one's it's a great movie. It's held up fantastically. Tells a good story. You like the characters. It doesn't like try too hard to be funny. It doesn't try too hard to be serious.
Yes.
It's the right balance of entertainment, but with stakes and characters that you like and all
Definitely.
of that. And
Definitely.
it works very well. And yes, the soundtrack is excellent. Because, again, Hans Zimmer and John Powell, that's a great combination.
What do you think of it,
But-
Indominus?
It's a great movie. It does have its flaws. The action set
Mm.
pieces are great, and the soundtrack in my opinion, is the best part of it.
Definitely. It's a very good movie. What do you think of the villain, though, Zach? Tai Lung? And who'd be your favorite character in the movie?
Tai Lung, he's good for the role he needs to play. So he's not the main focus of the story. The main focus of the story
Yeah.
is Poe. So
Mm.
you can't devote as much time as you would to the villain. Like the second movie devotes a lot more time to the villain because we already know Poe. We already know the Furious Five. Is that what they're called again? Furious Five.
Yes.
Furious 5, yes.
We already know the Furious Five. We already know Poe. So in the second film, you have more time to dedicate to establishing this villain and more time to the world.
Wait.
Yes.
I just thought of something. Shouldn't it really be Furious 6 now because of Poe?
No, but it
Yeah,
doesn't
that
sound
doesn't-
as cool.
Exactly.
Good point.
Yes.
Oh my god, there's literally a review of that actually, of the second film, that says that. I remember the review. It said, wait, if Poe's
That's the
part of the
Furious
Furious
5 plus
5, should
1.
it be called Furious 6? Doesn't sound as cool, though, does it?
No, it doesn't.
It's the Furious
Nah.
Five, and then the guy who tags along. Or maybe they're not
He's
counting
the
Mantis
dragon
anymore because
warrior.
Mantis is.
He's the lead. Well, he's not really the leader, but he's the leader of the team. Tigress is the leader of the 5.
I don't know. Anyway, so you sidetracked me. The villain. I was talking about Tai Lung.
Tai
He's
Lung.
good for the role he needs to play in the film. He's not as developed as the villains or as the villain in the second film. But he doesn't need to be because this is a story about Poe figuring out who he is and learning
Kung
and,
Fu.
like, yeah,
It's about body.
it's about
We'll get-
becoming the Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah.
credits.
What I meant by body,
Well,
we'll get to
what if-
that later on. It's a theme.
What if Kung Fu Panda was the friends we made along the way? Nobody. Does anybody here even get that reference? Oh,
You
Well,
can
Panda
tell I
doesn't
did
know.
because I face palmed.
I don't.
It's just yeah. Anyway, he's good for the role he needs to play. And what was the other question about the movie? You asked me two things.
Who would be your favorite character?
It's ooh. I kind of really like I like Shifu's kind of snark.
I had a feeling you were gonna say Shifu.
He, yes, he's not nice to Poe, but he's not nice in a very funny way.
Yeah,
And
Panda.
unless I reflect my pinky.
he's a great character. He's funny, and we grow to like him by the end. So, like,
It's a starting movie. It's the beginning of the movies.
yeah. But so I'm yes, definitely gonna say, wait, Shifu is the little guy, right? I'm making sure I got my characters
the
right.
master.
I am really tired. Okay. Okay, Shifu. I need to just go with my gut on these. Anyway,
Master Shifu.
So yeah, good stuff.
Indominus,
This is your cue.
what do you think of Kung Fu Panda 1?
You've already asked me this twice.
Yeah, but sorry, what do you think
I
of
think
it?
that's
It's your
a
turn to
cue to move
speak.
on.
Sorry.
I've already said my things about
Oh, you did. Oh my god, I forgot I did.
I was-
sorry. I'm
I
really
was
sorry.
Or is it just me?
it. I was just about to
I'm
talk over the
sorry.
chat, and then you just said that.
I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I forgot Indominus spoke. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I'm very, very sorry.
We gotta
Oh
that
god.
one now.
Have
Right.
you guys watched the
Um,
Hangover movies? I haven't.
The what?
No.
The
Heard of them.
Hangover movies.
Nope.
Okay, you have your answer.
Right. Next topic. The best in the series.
Yeah.
Kung Fu Panda
Actually,
2.
ooh, that's a tough one.
Okay.
First one or second one for me? That's
Second one.
Yeah, I know. It's just that's hard.
All right, we'll
There.
talk to. All right,
You
I'm
do
going to
it.
go first. Then I'll ask Zach, and then we'll get to Indominus. I'm going to give a little bit of
Sounds like a
my
plan.
personal thoughts. Sorry. Kung Fu Panda 2. I actually really like all three of these movies. Whenever I binge watch them, I actually appreciate them more older I get. That's because I understand them more. But the second one is phenomenal. The second one is fantastic. The storyline is so good. What makes it so good? It continues the first film. It continues that storyline and expands the universe, characters, backstory, lore, the mythology. It feels like an improvement. It's darker. It's got more balls. It has stakes. The stakes are really damn high. It's such a intense movie. Like it doesn't get really dark until the middle. But when it gets dark, it gets
Lee, did you just
yeah.
say a movie with a talking fat cartoon panda voiced by Jack Black has balls?
Well, the second film does have balls. Yeah, it's quite ballsy.
It takes more risks than the first one. I think that's what he means.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
He's using it in the way I would say something as balls. I being an American.
Well,
I don't know if it-
well, my point is it's quite funny that he says it has balls.
All right, but no, the second film is fantastic. The storyline is amazing, and it's more emotional. Like there's lots of moments that make you cry. It's like one of this How to Train Your Dragon 3. I'm trying to think of another DreamWorks movie that's really sad. Spirit Stallion Cimarron, Prince of Egypt. Prince of Egypt is quite emotional. The other two, How to Train Your Dragons, are the most emotional DreamWorks movies, I think. Kung Fu Panda, the scene where Po finds out about the panda village is so sad. It is so sad. Hello?
I'm here.
Go on.
All right.
Listen.
No, but the scene where he finds out
I
about
was
how the
reading.
pandas are
I'm
killed.
looking at list of DreamWorks movies because I'm trying to think if there's anything else.
All right.
If
The
I'm looking
scene
over
where
here,
he
it's at a
finds
second
where he,
monitor.
the scene where he learns inner peace is phenomenal, and the scene where we see his mother sacrifice herself for Po is amazing. That scene alone is just emotional, and the animation is amazing. The fight scenes are fantastic. The final battle is incredible. The music, oh my god, the music is amazing. The characters are great. Poe and Tigers have really good chemistry. I've been shipping them since 2011. So,
I think you might.
I think
I think you might need. I think you might need to get a new hobby then.
Yes. There are many of them. Try one. Hobbies are fun and expensive. Maybe just my hobbies are expensive.
But no, the villain Shen is horrible.
I love
and
him.
I mean a horrible person. Like,
Oh,
actually,
yeah,
Zach, would you
Yes.
agree Shen's character is kind of similar to Clud's? The way he's the personal villain, he's like all out horrible.
Nah,
Who's Clud
it's a
again?
very different.
Legend
Clud
of the
is
Guardians.
the dude in Legend of the Owl movie. He's
That doesn't
he's the
help.
dickish brother in the Owl movie. If you've seen my review.
Thank you.
Anyway, I'd say it's different for Clud because Clud has the connection with the main character and the like direct, immediate connection, and Shen does not. Shen is a more opposing force. Shen is like, I mean, he is almost quite literally a guy rolling up in a World War II era tank into your front yard and threatening and wanting you to open the door. Shen is that guy. You appear to be sinking, Indominus.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you're gone.
No, but I think like had they did a sequel, I think Clud would be very similar to Shen. I just feel the character arc.
I'm breaking
know.
my neck down here.
Well,
Oh,
that's a you problem.
yes.
I break my neck.
It is a you problem. That's your own fault. It's not that
Right.
hard.
Okay, so back onto the Shen. Shen's phenomenal. He is a fantastic villain. But like I feel like just the character are very similar to Claude. His personality, his connection to the main character, what he wants. I just feel it's similar. I feel that similarity, and the design is very similar. Shen's little mohawk is kind of similar to Clud's.
You're making links that don't exist.
I don't know.
my
I just
guy.
feel that.
I'm sorry. I get where you're going about the kind of both the evil dude with some attachment to the character, but beyond that, you're comparing an owl. Oh wait, no, they're both birds. I'll give
they
you
are
that.
both birds.
They're both birds. I will give you
Yeah,
that.
but the facial expressions are very similar.
One's a peacock.
I don't know. I just feel
God.
that.
I mean,
But anyway,
in a way that they're both effective villains. Yes, they're both dicks. Yes,
mm.
but
but anyway, Shen is fantastic. Best DreamWorks villain, no question.
He's definitely up there.
I dare say no. To me,
yeah, that
no.
I'm
going
struggling to
say
think
this.
of any others. Like the villain in the first.
Know
Shrek
how to
is
train-
Farquaad,
no.
right?
Lord Farquaad and Fairy Godmother is in the second one.
Right,
Yes,
yeah.
Lord Farquaad, the best DreamWorks villain of all time.
I mean, if we're going by
not-
how much of a dick they are,
But like
I-
how
the
punchable,
villain
get
didn't
you.
know. Hang on.
I
how
guess
much you'd like to back over them in your car.
I guess you could say his reign was a little short-lived.
I mean, I would run him over in my car, but I think I wouldn't. I think he'd go under the front bumper.
Oh god. No, but like, I think. No, but sorry.
I'd have to back up and try again.
No, but to me personally, sorry, I just like. I don't think DreamWorks have had like when it comes to How to Train Your Dragon, Drago and Grimmel, they don't come nowhere near close to Shen. Like
No, they're not. They're not. This is gonna get slightly PG-13, but you're allowed a few. They're not. Oh shit! This is really, really bad. We need to stop this. They're more. I don't. They're
Grimmel
less-
had that potential though.
I
to be
mean,
fair.
yeah, but they're not. Grimmel and Drago don't scare you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Shen has the potential to scare you. He is genuinely a
Yes.
psychopath.
I mean,
Yeah, no,
really
Shen is fantastic.
I really think the reason why we're more scared of Shen than the other two is because of their entrances. I mean, like, what was Shen's entrance? He walked in
When he walks.
he walked in with a cannon and killed somebody. Meanwhile, with
You could say,
Grimo,
hang on, sorry
please,
to interrupt.
go on.
Sorry. No, but you could say Claude even is kind of that, oh, he
No,
could
let's
scare
drop
you
this one.
for what
No,
he does.
Claude doesn't have this. We're talking about Shen. Claude is not terrifying.
Okay.
Claude does not scare you. He's
I
a
think
dick.
he is.
He's evil, but he doesn't scare you.
Anyway,
Shen scares you.
as I was saying about the first impressions,
Mm.
the reason why we're scared of Shen is because he fucking killed somebody. Meanwhile, the reason why we aren't really scared of Drago or Grimo
Language.
is because they really just scowl around and don't really do anything that fearsome. The closest thing we get is when Grimo brings down the Rumble Horn. But that's
Yeah.
but that's really it for him when he's introduced.
Yeah, they're more. You're introduced to them by other people telling you about them.
Mhm.
We're not introduced by what you said earlier. Don't worry, Lee. In a PG-13 movie, you are allowed one F word. At least in the U.S., that's how our MPA works. You can get as many S's as you want, but only one F. You can only give one F.
Yeah, but I just don't really
You
want to
could-
be swearing.
You can show somebody getting the head bit off in PG-13 movies, but you can only
Yeah.
swear once.
You can only drop the F-bomb once. As many S's as you want. SH.
Yay!
Yeah, you can give a lot
Hang
of
on, but-
you can give a lot of shits, but only one F.
Okay.
It's an
but
easy way to
back
remember
onto-
PG-13 in the US. And it's always fun when you look for where they burn that F word. So, what was the... I think in The Martian, they burned it on him just being annoyed and yelling it. Like, they didn't use it well. Alright, whereas,
No, but back onto what...
Okay, we'll
But
talk
back
about this
onto-
one another time.
Sorry, yeah, but back onto Shen. He is horrifying.
Mhm.
Horrifying. And what he does is horrible. He's a horrible person. But yeah, no, he is fantastic. He's amazing. One of DreamWorks' best villains. But no, he is excellent. Excellent. And his payoff is satisfying. The ending is beautiful. The cliffhanger is really good. And the soundtrack is beautiful. But yeah,
Cliffhanger.
Kung Fu Panda 2.
Oh yeah, you're talking about the actual.
This is alright, I'm going to say this. Best in the series. Hands down.
You know what? Yeah, I'll give you that. I'm still one of those guys. I usually prefer the first film in these like, I don't know. A lot of the time, the first film kind of makes it out by just this is how the world was established and stuff. But there's some cases where it's not. So this one, this is 2 is best. I'd say like the Harry Potter series really kind of peaks around 3 and 4.
I'm the opposite. I most of the time I really prefer like the third one. Anyways,
Yes,
Zach, what do you think of Kung Fu Panda 2?
I already said my piece. I think did I?
Oh.
No, I don't know.
You
It's
said
a
your
good
piece for
movie.
the first one, not for the second one.
It's a very good movie. The villain is phenomenal, as we've discussed, and everything else is at minimum above average, but more towards excellent. And if you want me to give it a number, I'm going to give it like a 8 or a 9. I don't know. It's a very, very good movie. It's just hard to get a 10 out of me.
How dare you? I'm only joking. Nah, it's fine. Indominus, what do you think of Kung Fu Panda 2?
it's a really good movie. Shen is a phenomenal antagonist. My main complaint is that the soundtrack.
Fire at them!
Please. Meanwhile, the soundtrack is I believe the soundtrack is a significant downgrade from the first one. But besides
Really?
that, yeah. But besides that, I believe the second one is better in nearly every single way.
Okay. And what do you rate it?
A high 8 or a low 9?
Alright. Okay. This is gonna get quite interesting. We talk about the third. This is gonna be really engaging. This is gonna be a fun one. This is what I'm looking forward to talking about the most. I released a video on it, which I'm really proud of. So I hope you guys can check that video out. Well, you can. All right. Sorry, I was just thought it was a bit.
Has the
lagging,
whole
but
entire
go
purpose
on.
of,
It's a
has,
Kung Fu
has,
Panda.
has the whole entire purpose of the stream just been a massive plug for your video?
It's a 90-minute self-promotion. While we're at it, subscribe to my channel, link in the description. Even though I haven't released a video since October and I just hit 500 subscribers, so what the hell is going on?
You must be doing
Okay.
something right.
So here we go.
I'm not doing anything.
All right, I'm gonna go.
My channel has gained
All right.
380
Just-
subscribers with 0 put into it. The
All right,
algorithm is
so
smoking
basically here's how
something,
it's
and I
gonna
think
go.
it's something that's legal in California.
Go on.
Hang on. Hang on.
He's going to get his
Sorry,
Blu-ray.
I'll send something.
Okay, well this is...
No, I
I'm
can't.
gonna use this
It's
as an
right
opportunity
behind
to
the
use the restroom. I
computer.
will be
It'll
right
mess
back.
up everything. But all right. Okay.
We lost.
Well,
Zach.
this will go in. I'll go first. Then Andominus will go, and then Zach will go. Kung Fu Panda 3. This is quite an interesting movie to talk about. When it came out in January in America, we had to wait till March.
2 months.
Yeah.
That's outrageous.
I know.
Go on.
But hey, How to Train Your Dragon 3 came out in UK and Ireland before America.
Mm-hmm.
Karma.
I...
But nah, Kung Fu Panda 3. I really like it. I'm going to start off with the positives. Right? The storyline is really good. It continues the second film. It's nice to see Poe reunite with his birth father.
Have
It's
you
nice to see
seen a
them, commute.
robot?
Yeah, I
Okay,
was gonna say, is
it's
that
nice to
on
see-
mine or is that on... Lee, your internet is dying.
Hello?
He turned to Skynet.
Oh god, we're all gonna die. Nope. Ugh.
Oh, that's me! That's my audio!
He needs a headset or something. See, my trick is long hair and a tiny Bluetooth earbud. Then you can't even tell I'm wearing a headset. I almost wore the big Sennheisers, but they give me some serious headphone hair, so I decided not to. Oh, good. There's 2 of him now.
Oh no, there's 2 of them.
Oh, wow. You have a lamp on your ceiling.
Hello?
I have never seen your ceiling. Are we sharing ceilings? I have lights as well. Look, right there's a light.
That's one.
But since it's daytime, I'm using natural light.
Hello?
Hello.
Can everyone hear me fine?
Yes. Better.
Right,
than your
good.
computer.
Good.
He's not Terminator.
Right, can someone in the live chat that's watching this, can you please say if you can hear me fine, please?
We can hear you,
'Cause-
Lee.
Okay, good. Right. Kung Fu Panda 3. Yeah, but no, I think the story's pretty good. It's nice to see Poe reunite with his dad. I think that stuff is very strong. The heartfelt moments are really good. It's got good. It has it's got a good sorry. It has a good storyline. Good balance. There's some nice moments. There's good character development for Poe. He continues his journey, but we'll get to what could have been better in a moment. The animation is gorgeous. The soundtrack is phenomenal. Kai's theme just so good. Dun 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 dun
Dun,
dun.
dun, dun, dun.
It
It's
doesn't
so
work when
good.
there's latency. You can't sing together. I've got a story about a friend who tried to take a choir class over Zoom. It didn't work very well.
I want to hear this.
I'll tell it later. Let's continue talking about. Actually, that's about it for the story. It just she dropped the class after a week because it was hopeless. Anyway, Lee, as you were saying before you started singing, and then brought me to the choir.
Yeah, no, the soundtrack is amazing. It is fantastic. Especially like, the soundtracks, like the Passing the Torch, the Final Battle soundtrack is amazing. And I really like the Final Battle. I think it's amazing. The dragon is just awesome. It's my favorite fight scene in these movies. It's so, so good. And, I love, the payoff to Kai. You want my chi so bad, then take it. It's so good. And I think the characters are great. Poe is great. Shifu's great. The Furious Five are great. The pandas are good. Li Shan is good. Just could have been a bit better. Mr. Ping is great. There's some really good heartfelt moments. It means more for Poe. That stuff is good. I think there's some other good stuff as well with. Sorry, I'm getting a bit off track. There's some good stuff with. Sorry. There's some great stuff with Kai. I think he's even better than Tai Lung. I think he's fantastic. He steals the chi, and I just think that's really good. And I think he's a great villain.
Hold on a second. I thought you were going to say he stole the cheese.
The Great Cheese Heist of.
Where's
What year
the
did that
cheese?
movie come out? The Great Cheese Heist of 2016.
Panda 3 came out that year.
Yeah, I know.
Kung Fu Panda 3. Quest
I have
for
Wikipedia
cheese.
right here. I don't know this stuff. I cheat.
Okay. No, but
If I'm looking at this, I'm
now
looking
we
at a
know-
second monitor.
Now we know how you make it through college.
No comment.
I got you.
No, but no, but the story is really
Professor
good.
Kennedy, please. I swear I don't. Anyway, keep going, Lee.
Go on sketching. Sketching, Lee.
Like Kai is great. I think. I think he's even better than Tai Lung. He's not as good as Shen, but I think Shen is slightly better. But he's still fantastic in my eyes. He's Drago Bloodfist done right. That's what I'd say. His payoff, like I said, is amazing. But sadly, even if this may be my personal favorite of the three, I just really like the story. Poe meets his dad, even though my favorite always switches between 2 and 3. I feel from an objective point of view, it's the weakest of the bunch, but still really good. I think it suffers because it ignores the second film. We left with so many plot holes. How do the pandas survive? I think you could have had a moment with Li Shan talking about.
They just ran away.
Yeah, but still.
They pulled a brave Sir Robin. Please tell me you get that reference. Have you seen Monty Python and the Holy Grail?
No.
I've seen it, but I don't remember.
Brave Sir
remember
Robin
that's
ran
the
away.
joke.
Away, he ran away. Yeah, he pulled a brave Sir Robin. That's
No,
the
but
moosing
no,
is.
sorry.
You need to watch, if you haven't seen Monty Python and the Holy Grail, that's one of my all-time favorite movies. You got to see it. It's on my server, Lee. Go for it.
Look,
All
it's a
right.
British. Look, it's a British.
classic.
It's a British comedy. It should really be right up my road, but I don't really find it that funny.
Oh God, it's one of my favorite comedy movies. Why do we keep flipping? I
Sorry.
was here, and then I was there, and then I was here again.
Okay, I'm joking.
Teleportation.
But
God.
yeah, no, like it's. I think another issue as well. It's just it leaves a lot of questions. The Panda Village, and it adds some nice world building with asking how, how they survived the genocide and how Li Shan, he had to live 20 years without his son. That would have been a really powerful moment to talk about, and
How
the
old
moment
is Poe?
again. Sorry.
How old is Poe?
20
Probably like
or 21,
20s.
somewhere in that range. Because it's been 20 years.
Oh yeah.
Hang
And
on, let me just. Yeah, it says 20.
Ah, yes. 20.
This is how you calculate her. I've had this calculator for like 15 years.
Dude,
Jesus.
I still have mine after like 5 years.
And the best bit is that's one of the calculators allowed on the professional engineer exam, so I don't need to learn another calculator when I take that after college.
Really?
Yeah, Casio.
Yeah, no,
This is off
but,
topic entirely, but if
oh,
you're buying
sorry.
a scientific calculator, buy a Casio FX115 because it's
Hello?
so much better than the Texas Instruments and it
We
costs
can
half as
hear
much.
you, Lee. We're
Yes,
just
we can hear
talking.
you. If you don't, if
Oh.
we can't hear you, we'll tell you.
Alright, cheers. But
Oh, we just
no,
won't
like
notice.
I'm sorry. Anyway,
no, but it's
continue
I'm
on.
not.
no, but I think like it just suffers from lack of explanation. You know how his dad lived 20 years without his son, his wife. You know, like that's rough, and I just think it's some nice exposition to when he found out. You know, when he got the message from Oogway. But in the moment where Oogway talks to Poe in the spirit realm
That
is
was
beautiful.
great.
The visuals are phenomenal. And the music, dun, dun, oh my
And
god,
the
it's so good.
dialogue.
Yes, it's
Perfect.
so good.
That
There's a
specific
lot to
scene,
like.
perfect.
There is a lot to like, even if it is a bit of a letdown. But it's still, it's Scarlet, and even with that little issues, the lack of world building, and I still think, okay, we'll get to Shifu in a moment. But
No, I haven't watched Fault in Our Stars. However, I do plan to watch it someday. Go on.
yeah, no, but actually, we'll ask you a question. How do you guys feel about killing off Shifu in the third or the fourth movie, if we do get a fourth movie?
It's not really. It might not be that necessary. It just really depends on where they take the story.
Yeah. It's
Ch-
he's
ch-
a great
just-
character. It would kind of be a shame to lose him.
Just like with Stoic and How to Train Dragon 2, it wasn't necessary to kill him, but they had to do it so they could further the story.
Yeah, but I feel that would
Maybe-
happen. That the same could
The
apply
other
to
option
here.
is killing the Duck Dad.
No, I don't think that could work. Well, fun
He
fact.
just stands in front of Poe and says,
I
"Take
know.
me instead."
No, I'm just imagining walking into the villain and there's roast duck on the table. It's like, wait. Would that be too dark for a kids' movie? Probably.
That's so much better.
This is really good. Where'd you get it? Hey, you know your dad?
He ate his dad.
What is it? A roast duck. Oh.
Oh, that's comedic gold.
No, but no, but there is a lot to like, even if it is a bit of a letdown. But yeah, no, I think it's really good. I will say, personally, 10. It is one of my favorite films. But
What?
if I was looking at it more technically, I would say 8 out of 10, and not as good as it could be. But I'm going to put it on to Indominus.
Bad.
Then we'll
What?
go on to Zach. Indominus, what do you think of Kung Fu Panda 3?
Roast dad.
I don't know where my brain goes, okay? I'm not trying to be funny, it just happens.
Okay.
That's alright.
Kung Fu Panda 3, another really good movie. I do believe that that's probably the weakest out of the trilogy. The animation is great. The music is great. The scene in the spirit realm between Oogway and Poe, great. However, my main problem is probably how. What is my main problem with the story? I don't really think I have a problem with the story. I think the problem is that it's not as good as the previous movies.
Hmm.
I don't really know how to
What do you
summarize
think
it.
of the villain?
Oh, Kai. His theme song is great. Voiced by J. Gabe Simmons. Great.
Mm-hmm.
But apart from that, he doesn't really have any character.
I can see what you mean.
That's really all
And what
I
do you
have
think
to
of my
say.
point about the Panda Village?
It doesn't, in my opinion, it doesn't really need to be explained. It's just like, oh, they're alive, so they're extinct. But really, those are the basics which you can figure out by yourself.
Yeah.
The movie really doesn't need to go into excruciating details to specify how they survived. Because you could just take that time and put that somewhere else.
Fair enough. Okay. Is that all you want to say?
Yep.
Okay. Zach, what are your thoughts
Oh.
on Kung Fu Panda 3?
I was very underwhelmed by this film. I don't know what it is, but it
You're not
just
the only
didn't-
one.
It didn't grab me like the others. It didn't jive with me. It didn't. It's. I don't know really. I don't know why. It just doesn't work as well for me as the other two. Like the first two movies, they're great. There's action. There's great characters. There's all that. But this one, it's just. Let's see. Let's start from.
And this goes on for like 2 hours.
I should have taken notes. I have a
on.
lot to say about this film, and it's all falling out of my ear as we speak.
Go on.
Okay. So there's one of my problems is it's trying for the comedy angle a bit too hard. There's excess unnecessary kind of slapstick stuff that's definitely not needed. There's just jokes that feel
That's
out
true.
of place.
The emotional moment.
That's one of them. It's just the jokes don't really land. There's also like the villain doesn't. This feels like I don't know if this needed the villain. Like you can either tell this whole homecoming, meeting your father, doing not Spider-Man. Anyway, this whole meeting your father, getting to know yourself story, or you can tell this, hey, kung fu action. There's this evil villain, I gotta save the world thing. It feels weird to try to shove the two together, and it just doesn't work for me. This
That's a
is
good point. I never saw
definitely.
it like that.
To me, I'd say it's yes. go for it.
Here is a possible idea of how we could have altered the story. Rather than it being Kai who's going around hunting kung fu masters, how about we make the threat more focusing on the pandas by the villain being a panda hunter who's trying to hunt down the
Why
lost
not make
pandas.
the villain connected to Shen? That knows Shen
Maybe.
and that knows the pandas.
You need, that's the problem. The villain feels really, really detached. It's this guy who did a thing like 20 or 30
he
years
does have
ago,
an
but why do we
attachment.
care about that now? It doesn't. It feels like villain for villain's sake. He doesn't. This is weird for me, but it doesn't jive. It doesn't feel like that villain fits
I
the
actually,
film.
sorry to interrupt. I actually my older brother, he actually thinks 3 is a big letdown. And he said that the villain Kai, he's not that scary.
Yeah.
Do you
Not
guys
really.
agree? Because a lot of people will agree with that.
He gets like what 5 minutes of screen time, maybe. We occasionally jump back
He's in
to
it quite a lot.
there's these green guys attacking, and then we're back to Poe doing panda things. It doesn't
My
flow.
my main complaint with Kai is that they always make jokes about him. If you make jokes about your villain, it turns your villain into a joke, and therefore,
It's not as bad as that Ninja
and
Storm villain.
therefore, the viewer won't take him that seriously or
Yeah,
be
and-
intimidated by him.
Yeah, and
There is a
it's-
lot to like, though, about him.
J.K. Simmons.
Yes,
The
the
design.
voice acting is consistently good in these films, but the rest of the third movie, like the third movie, is technically competent. It looks good. It's animated very well. I do kind of like how they do some scenes in that kind of 2D-esque kind of hand animated sort of style. I find that to be an interesting change of pace. It works, but the movie that's in the animation doesn't do it for me. And
Mm-hmm.
like, it's not a bad film, but it's not a. It's not. I haven't reviewed a movie since October, but I'd say it's not great, not terrible. It's
Mm-hmm.
it's a movie. It's a Kung Fu Panda movie. It's technically competent. The story doesn't jive
Well, why don't you do a review of it? I'd love to see it.
because I don't have
actually review that.
motivation.
Oh,
This is why I haven't uploaded. I've been busy and not motivated. College is
fair
hard.
enough.
It is.
I think my big issue, I think one thing I noticed, the scene with the Panda Village, before they talk about the mother, after Kai takes Crane's chi, it goes by very quick. It's very fast.
It feels like I don't. The Chi plotline and the meeting the pandas and learning stuff plotline don't jive. They don't. I'm using jive more than I've ever have in my life before. But they don't. I can't think of a better word. They don't jive. They don't work together. They don't. It feels like someone's cutting between two different episodes of a TV show rather than it being one. Like, it's the
A lot
same
of people
overall
actually have
thing.
said that.
Go on.
It's the same overall thing, but they don't feel connected. They feel like you'd have that as it would be like the last 3 episodes of a show. You have one, or you have, the whole thing is building up that chi thing. You get a scene, an episode or something for the whole season. Like, oh god, this is still a problem. You have a whole episode dedicated to it towards the end of the season. Then, actually, no, hang on. Okay, let's say it's a 3-parter. You'd have an episode dedicated to the meeting pandas crap. You'd have an episode on the chi crap, and then in the final episode they meet up and do all the things. But they don't really. It doesn't work when you cut between them. It's like if I It's like if I mashed up 2 sequential episodes of a TV show, wouldn't work very well. If I did a supercut of the Queen's Gambit and I stuck a bit of episode 7 in episode 1.
Do you think, actually, fun fact, there's an episode of Legends of Awesomeness that's very similar to the third movie, minus the Panda Village.
What network is it even on? Is it on Netflix or something?
Nickelodeon. It used to be a
definitely haven't seen
Nickelodeon show.
I don't know.
It's good.
That explains the animation then.
Actually, yes. Well, I wish I liked this movie better. I wish it jived. I like the characters here. I like the Kung Fu Panda series. They are good films. This one doesn't work for me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just kind of leaves me disappointed and underwhelmed. It's the third part of a really good series. It should be good. They have a lot of good stuff going. And it's
Potential.
they burned a lot of potential.
At least with How to Train Your Dragon 3, at least like with How to Train Your Dragon 3, it didn't ignore the second film. It felt like a genuine continuation, but also a great conclusion to the trilogy.
Yeah.
But with Panda 3, I don't know. Like, I feel now, if there's not going to be another movie, I think it's going to get a lot more hate than it already has.
I would be fine if it concluded here. It wouldn't be the perfect conclusion, but it would be fine for what we got.
Fair enough.
I'm just. It sucks.
What
to
do you think of
leave
the
on
final
an
battle,
underwhelmed
Zach?
note. It's what?
What do you think of the final battle?
It works, but it's like it's
Okay.
hard when you have an enemy that can't be defeated. To well, as what was it? It's weird when it's like this enemy is sort of invincible. You're just kind of wasting your time. You might as well just not. And
Okay. One of my main complaints that I just remembered about the final battle. The final battle is really underwhelming in my opinion. He just dies
this
because
caduceus into another realm.
I'm referring to the battle in the
Oh,
other
okay.
realm. It's that and that's really because he dies by he dies by the generic oh no too much power and then explodes.
Yeah,
They could have come up with something better than that.
Fair. Well, I can see why a lot of people found it to be a letdown. I definitely don't think it's as good as it could be.
I know how they should have ended it. In the end, they can't kill Kai, so therefore, instead, they somehow master the way to turn Kai into one of the little green things.
Make a statue.
So therefore, now he's trapped in the same thing that he was trapping other people in.
True.
He gets his comeuppance.
it's
I
just-
still really want Poe and Tigress to get together.
Oh, for
That's
God's
something
sake,
I've been waiting to see for a long time. Their chemistry is fantastic.
yes, but also one's a tiger and one's a panda.
That doesn't matter. Look at Shrek and
Yes, it
Madagascar.
does.
Did you just say?
It's a fictional story.
Yeah, okay, but no. Your dog is not going to have a good time trying to procreate with a cat.
Hey, but this is that's reality. This is a movie.
Who even says there has to be children?
No,
I'm
but
not saying there has to be children. They can just be like, a couple.
it
Or
doesn't
maybe
feel
they could,
necessary.
or maybe they could just be friends.
Yeah,
But like, what? Why not a kiss scene though?
They because one's a panda, the other one's a tiger.
well, no, I mean, even not that. It's just we don't. Like, I'll give a real life example. Some of my best friends are of the opposite sex. Does it mean I go on dates with them? No, I just hang out. We play games. We watch movies. We go to we go bowling. We do friend stuff. It doesn't matter. It's very entirely possible to be good friends with someone of the opposite sex and not want to have sex with them.
I don't think
But,
Lee
like-
knows that.
No, it's like you can just be friends. I've known these people for years. We have a good time, but we don't do anything, Like, it's entirely possible to be good friends with somebody. That's the point. And we don't need a scene that ends with some swapping spit between these two characters.
Swap and spit.
But well, actually, that's a
That's
good
a
question.
common
What
phrase
do you
here. Is
think
that
of-
not a thing on
sorry.
your side of the pond? Swapping
No.
spit? Oh, that's an American colloquialism for kissing. Swapping spit.
That sounds
That
horrible.
is weird.
I
Well, actually, hang on. I have a good question for you, Zach. What do you think of the relationship between Poe and Tigress?
think it's a good friend relationship. They're good. They're friends.
Alright.
They respect each other to some degree. A little bit less from Tigress to Poe than the other way around. But
Well, she grows to him in the second and third movie.
yeah, but it's still she's still a little. But it's
It's a lot like Hiccup and Astrid. I always saw it like that.
That's
except
not-
no.
That's not the way I saw it.
No.
But
I
it-
see them as it's like being good friends with a coworker. You'll go out for a drink with them after work, but
Nothing ever happens.
yes.
Well, I can respect that.
Because they are sort of coworkers in a sort of sense. Who pays them? That's a good question.
Well, I have a
Are
good
there like
question. for
taxes
you,
on the
Chris.
Do they get
valley, and then I wouldn't do that out of the goodness of my heart. You'd have to make it worth my time.
Wait. There is clearly some kind of economy here.
Yeah, because the guy's paying money for the soup at the shop.
Yeah.
Like drops coins on the table. There's
Well, I have a good question, actually. Sorry to interrupt.
Who funds
Um,
kung fu? Is it taxes?
Oh, actually, hang on. I forgot to.
This is a great
taxes.
question. We need world building. It's world
Sorry.
building.
interrupt.
Plot twist. The villain of the fourth one is just a tax collector.
No, the tax collector's going to be on the kung fu guy's side. He's the one who funds
Well,
it.
actually, hang on. Here's where we get to a good question about these movies. Like, if 3 is a bit of a letdown, like technically, because I mean, come on, like it didn't reach its potential.
No.
I think even people that love the movie agree that there's many things that could have been in it.
It could have been
Well,
better, but it could have been better, but it also could have been a lot.
It is
worse.
good.
It's competent.
That's true too.
But it's not my thing. Anyway, keep going, Lee.
Yeah.
Go on then.
It is well made. I mean, come on, there is a lot to like. It does have its merit, but
It's a visually very
it could have
nice
been better.
movie. I like the characters
it
on
could have
their
been
own.
better.
I don't like.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's. He's gone again. Indominus, wake up.
Oh.
What? Hey,
Hang on,
who
sorry.
likes my name?
I should get some. That was me, not Lee.
I know I was referring to you.
Okay. I'm just there looking at your wall. I need to get some shelves. I have so much crap that's just sitting on my desk and on my counter and stuff. I need shelves in here or something.
I had no other choice than shelves. I have no desks. If I
I've
didn't
got
have...
a desk here, a desk there, a big dresser over there. I've got my TV thing. I've got a bookshelf. Bookshelf. I've got another bookshelf in the closet. I have a lot of crap.
If I didn't have these shelves, all these dinosaurs would be on the floor.
I mean, there are cables
Hello?
and crap on the floor. I've just framed it cleverly where you can only see the ones right there. Everything else is well hidden.
Okay, I just want to say something in chat. Mitchell, I understand you want us to see your comment as soon as this ends, but
Oh yeah, sorry. Hang on. I forgot.
wait. But don't post it
Now he's-
multiple times. We'll just go back to it.
Yes. Sorry, it takes a lot out of the flow of conversation
don't
that we're
really
discussing
have
to
much
go
opinion.
jump over.
Sorry.
Yes,
Hello?
yeah.
Well, here we go
What?
with my final question. Right.
Well, I
Before we
have
end
not-
this.
Oh.
Are we done? I guess we're done. 2
Well, not
hours. Is
yet.
this a record for the Talk About show?
I think so.
2
Well, I have a
hours.
good question. Hang on. Whoops,
We
sorry.
had, we had 5
I have
movies.
to
Of
ask.
course it took 2 hours. 3 takes an hour and 20.
All right, my bad. Would you
No,
guys?
it's not your bad.
Go on.
Okay, both of you guys. Even if you think 3 is a good end or not, would you like a 4th movie to conclude the
Sure.
series on a
Yeah,
higher note?
I would like a 4th. I don't believe a 4th one is completely necessary, but it would be nice to have. one.
Yeah. Yes.
I wouldn't mind them
think-
going back and it kind of stinks when a series you enjoy ends on a low note. That always kind of stinks.
Yeah.
I mean, what?
I
Really,
don't think 3
what,
is as inclusive as it could be.
I mean, what really could they do?
They just that's
Pose
Tax
independence.
collectors.
yes, tax collectors. DreamWorks, hire us. We can be your ideas guys.
True.
You can find my contact information in the link in the description.
I mean, hey, we would come up. We would come up with better ideas than the Boss Baby.
Oh yeah, or Boss Baby 2. So, really, it
Do you
doesn't
guys
take
think,
much.
like-
You could just recruit people you could take high school English major dropouts and they would write better movies.
Anybody would be better.
Also, I looked. No, the record for Talk About show appears to be 2 hours and 26 minutes. So
We are not
We're
going
not
for
going to
that
break the
long.
record. That was number 7. How did you get 2 hours 26 minutes out of 4?
What were those
I
4
don't know.
movies?
The thumbnail's tiny. Yeah, it doesn't help me. I don't know. But somehow you got chairs and
Well,
stop playing. I don't need
hang
to.
on,
I don't need another Lee
Right.
yelling at me. I already. Oh my god! I hit plus too many times.
I don't need another Lee.
It looks like. Your thumbnail looks like it was How to Train Your Dragon, Minions, or Despicable Me or something. Frozen something.
Oh,
and...
that was one I did a while ago. That was ages
Yeah.
ago.
That explains it then. You thought we're on about Minions.
I will continue to nurse my hate boner towards Minions.
Well, actually, I have a good question.
That is an odd phrase.
Sorry, before we
Yes.
before we end this, we'll just do like a little additional topic.
Mhm.
Do you think we're going to get a 4th movie? Because the original plan was 6 movies. Because in my eyes, that was a terrible idea, and I think if they had planned a trilogy, 3 could have been a much better movie.
Nothing has been announced about a 4th one yet, and it's been 5 years since the 3rd, so I highly doubt it.
Yeah,
Yeah. Not looking good.
it's a tough one. Yeah, I mean, I'd like if they made another one if it was good. That's the big qualification. I don't know what they do. That's a good point.
What would you make it
I mean,
about?
you have
'Cause
these
I think that
characters,
they're-
and you have, but you can't just throw another kung fu villain. And I mean, if they were planning this better, skip all that Jade crap and just do that as a 4th movie, and do the homecoming, meeting your father, getting to know who you are. Stop laughing. It is a homecoming for him. Please just let me finish. You do all that crap in a 3rd movie, but you plan it so you have 2 movies coming out within like a year or 2 of each other. So you do it like some movies that film, they'll film 2 films at the same time and then release, or they'll film them basically back to back. I think Hunger Games did that for the 2 parts of the last one. They were filming them at basically the same time, and they released a year apart. So they, it's still reasonably fresh in people's mind. You do.
Here's one thing, though. Here's really one thing. It would be sad if this series went down the Shrek road.
Didn't they finally kind of... I
and do you know
haven't
what I
seen
mean
the
by
4th
that?
Shrek movie, but I've heard they sort of redeemed the crap of the 3rd
seen
one.
the 4th one?
I've watched 1 and 2 like twice in the past year, and I just stopped after 2.
Okay.
Because I've
Don't
heard from
watch-
everyone Shrek the 3rd is crap, so I didn't want to keep going, but I don't want to skip it.
Shrek
So I
the
just
3rd
end up
is
not.
crap, but don't watch it. It's not necessary. You can just watch a 4th one and get the same experience.
Okay, maybe I'll watch that tonight.
I actually believe
If they
it's
do
really
a 4th
good.
movie,
Okay, but like...
if they do a 4th, sorry,
No,
if
go
they
for
do
it.
a 4th Kung Fu Panda, this would be I wonder what DreamWorks would be like with part 4s, but I just think, I don't know, like, I feel, like, for me personally, I don't know, like, I'd have to, it's a bit, I'm a bit exhausted to think about ideas for a 4th movie, but, I don't know, like, I want a better ending, and I want a more conclusive film, and I think if you kill Shifu off, it would give good character development for Poe, and I don't know, like, who could be the villain?
It would give
We've
good
had
stakes.
Tyron Channing.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I don't know. if
you
we
could
can
have
do
an
a 4th
polar
villain.
opposite to Poe.
I don't know if we can do another villain in this one, though. That's like, we've done this. There's a kung fu guy we got to defeat. That's been done 3 times now. You'd have to flip the script and do something entirely new. But what would you do? You've already
Here's
done
the
the
thing.
coming
Why
home
not a
thing.
guy that Poe
Here's the
teaches?
thing. We can't bring anybody from the past back because we're all dead.
In the spirit realm.
Dead.
Imagine how annoyed Shifu would be if Oogway said, "Who knows? I never tried to go back."
So you what?
Remember
Okay.
at the end of the 3rd movie,
Yeah,
Posing the
I know what
spirit
you're
realm.
talking about. Yep. It's my first thought on that was that's the it was the Harry Potter Deathly Hallows Part 2, whereas you can go on or you can go back. That was just my brain jumped to that because I watched those like 2 weeks ago.
No, but like, here's the thing. With that, here's one thing I find funny. In a way, if you kill off Shifu, you're kind of giving Shifu a nice end because he would probably go to the spirit realm and he would get to spend his time with Oogway. Think about that. That'd be a really good story.
Or maybe we could have Shifu actually
Are we just going back to them vibing on the deck
Or
of a cruise ship?
maybe-
Because that's where it's going.
Or maybe we could just have Shifu ascend like how Oogway did.
Yes, you could do that.
And maybe Poe's arc throughout the entirety of the movie is really becoming the leader of the whole entire Kung Fu franchise, I guess.
Mm.
It's there's so many good ideas
I still
that
really
are kind of
want
screwed
to
up
see
because
Poe
they
in
used those
diapers.
ideas in the third one.
And even then, if we came up with an idea, we can't actually do it because we can't come up with a antagonist.
Mm.
Yeah, that's.
I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's not
I mean, if there's a
it's not
fourth one, I'll
looking
see
like
it.
we're gonna get one. I'll definitely go see it. But
Ooh,
it would
what
be
if-
sad if they went downhill.
what if the villain is a panda?
That they should have done that for the third one.
What if the villain is a panda and they kind of just like turn like, oh yeah, all these pandas were saved, but some of them have kind of like have kind of like discovered how powerful they can be with the power of the chi, and so therefore they kind of want to gain sort of like revenge on like Shen of the world or
I'm-
something. I don't know.
I'm imagining this tagline on the movie poster now: big, cuddly, deadly. Kung Fu
Love
Panda
that.
4.
Yes.
DreamWorks, hire me, seriously.
Hire us.
Screw you
I
guys. You'll
just
just be on my
think, like-
coattails.
Hey.
I'm kidding. Though I have the best chance because I live in the same state where they're all based.
Good point.
All right. We better end this up
Seven
soon.
hours
No,
that way.
no, Lee.
Wait.
Lee. That question in the chat.
Yes. Right. My bad. Was it the one about the actress?
I
Just put the question on screen.
Right. I think it was this one. Sorry. My bad.
Peekaboo. Peekaboo.
perfect. Are you going down the stairs? Oh.
Hello?
Hello.
You look like a dolphin.
Dude, this is why I wanted this question back, just so I can do it.
Okay.
Oh god.
Okay. Have I seen? He capitalizes
haven't.
everything. That's hard to read.
No, hang on. Let me read it.
I can't tell what's
you
the
watched The
title and
Witch?
what is the. Is the
No,
witch
let
with
me
the
read, let me
actress
read.
the name of the movie? I can't tell because everything's capitalized.
Hang on. Let me read. Let the Irish read. Have you watched The Witch with the? Oh god.
Oh,
Sorry.
it's good for ending soon.
Have you watched
You know,
The Witch with the actress?
Mitchell's other comment about this now being the Laugh About show is fairly accurate.
The Talk About show, the comedy show. Hang on, it says this. Have you watched The Witch with the actress from The Queen's Gambit, and what do you think of the Anya Taylor-Joy's Golden Globe win for The Queen's Gambit and the miniseries Golden Globe win? I don't
I'm
really
gonna
have an
say-
opinion, to be honest.
The show, I didn't realize the show had won Golden Globes, but
Oh,
looking
you
at-
got rid of it. I just look stupid now.
if I'm looking at all the TV that came out in 2020, this is probably the best show that was made in 2020. It deserves whatever accolades it gets. Because it's just a really good piece of TV.
I guess TV on a streaming service.
It's still TV.
It's pretty good. It is very good.
It's TV in the modern sense,
Right.
because so much of TV now is streaming.
Yeah.
So, we're going to end this. We've gone on very long.
Finally,
Well,
2 hours. And
Thank you very much
I
for
have a
those
lab
who
report
joined.
due tomorrow at midnight, and I am not done. I have not started. Well, I've done the work. I just haven't written it up, so it's going to be like a day.
Thank you very much for those who joined. It means a lot. I forgot to mention Joseph's thoughts on the Kung Fu Panda movies. He says the first one's great, second one's the best one, and the third one's good. So that's his thoughts on the Kung Fu Panda movies. Maybe someday we'll do a commentary on a Kung Fu Panda property. Maybe an episode of the TV series.
Fright Dad.
What? Didn't we just spend like an hour and a half doing that?
I mean,
Right.
like watching an episode. We can just mute volume.
An episode.
Yeah, could be fun.
Yeah.
Just an idea.
Oh, you mean like a commentary episode, not like an episode of a TV show.
Like a commentary on the episode.
I know. Wait,
They're not episodes. Unless you're talking about that Nickelodeon show, which I'm somehow seeing that screenshot from earlier kind of turned me off from thinking about that show. I don't know what it is.
The animation.
Probably that.
I mean, not to judge by a book by its
All
cover,
right.
But I'm gonna judge. Alrighty. I think we covered everything we have to cover over the last 2 hours and 16 minutes.
Skadoosh.
Oh god. No!
Okay.
I have not seen that show.
Bye,
or
everyone,
movie, whatever
and
it
take
is.
care.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Bye.
You gotta wave while you
Look.
hit the button. Use your other
Smile,
hand.
my boys. Smile,
Keep
mate.
waving until
douche.
it's done. Or you do the royal wave. Whatever this one is.
Oh wait.
You can't end it with
Finger hole.